Mhm. Hey there, welcome to Pop Culture Cupid.
I'm Alison, love coach, here to help you single people find your way back to love.
And I'm Michal, I'm a single life coach. I help singles embrace themselves and their singleness, as well as develop a healthy self relationship.
In this podcast, we will look at how pop culture impacts romance, dating, and your love life.
And each week, we'll shoot another arrow through another pop culture delusion.
I thought we weren't going to do the whole cheesy thing.
And then burst into smithereens.
Oh my god, dude, that's so cringe!
Sorry, it's in the intro now.
If you make it through the chaos and you enjoy what you hear, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and go to all the social media.
At Pop Culture Cupid on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Enjoy!
So Alexandra and Tim, they had a huge fight off camera. Again, I feel like Alexandra is in that generation of women who kind of girl power and like you need to respect my female power and all of that. And I think Tim is very mature in the sense that he kind of, okay, well, we've had a fight now, I think what he did, as in leave and get himself out of the situation before overreacting, is exactly what needed to be done.
Yeah, I also think she wasn't really letting him express himself, and it was sort of like she even said, "I just wanted you to stop being upset." Yeah. It's like, what do you mean you wanted him to stop being upset? It's not something you can just turn off by being in denial or just deciding that's it, we're not going to be upset anymore. I'm not going to let you talk about this anymore because I don't want to, because I just wanted to be over.
Yeah, but this being said, the fact that so they had this off camera fight and they had an on camera kind of discussion. The fact that she came back, like he came back, they had a talk, and she did say, like, I agree, there were some things I was out of line.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I mean, so I think that she was completely in the wrong on this fight. They both know it. Tim understood that he needed to own up some of his responsibility so that she could own up to hers, and that's exactly what happened. So I'm not a huge fan of their relationship, but just because I'm not a huge fan of her as a person. Not that I dislike her, it's just something about her.
As interesting as the other couples, I don't think.
It's probably because they don't get the right camera time, and so it's nothing bad against them. But I think they're going to get married.
The fact that they might get married, I don't. It's hard for me to tell because it's just like there's always that one couple that is just uninteresting to me. Like I wrote exactly 2 notes down about them, and I think one of them is because I mixed up Tim and Bowden. I thought Bowden was Tim for some reason. I thought his name was... Anyway, that's besides the point.
We'll get to Bowden down when we get to the other couple.
It's mind-boggling to me that they would pick Alexandra and Tim to go to I want to keep saying paradise, to Mexico, but not Leo and Brittany. It's like, seriously? I don't know.
I think it's probably because I think they probably could tell that Brittany was going to break it off really early.
Could be, yeah. Yeah, it could be they could tell already that was just very cringe.
And also, I think just on production wise, they need less interesting couples to kind of counterbalance.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, anyway, let's move on from Alexandra and Tim.
I think it would have just been very interesting to see Leo, Brittany with Nick and Hannah over there, like the whole foursome dynamic. But yeah,
it's true. Yeah, you're right. Why didn't they do that?
That would have been gold. That would have been, oh my God. I was watching. Sorry, yeah.
I mean, next episode there's the reunion, the pre-wedding reunion. So we'll see. When does that coming out?
I have no idea, but it seems like they're doing the same teasing kind of releases, where it's like we're gonna release 2-3 episodes here and 2-3 episodes there, and we're just come on.
They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. So moving on to Ramses and
Oh
Marissa. There
my
we go.
God.
There
Oh
we
my
go. This is
God.
when we can talk about Bowden.
Ah, ah. I'm sorry. Yesterday at some point, I was like, I just don't want to don't show them anymore. Please. Just as soon as I saw the names coming up, I was like, God, oh God, maybe I should skip this. Every single conversation of theirs is just so freaking woke that it makes my blood boil. And it's just so cringe. It's like those shows where you feel like they're putting in all these woke scripts just to, pass this progressive message and make the world a better place. And I'm like, oh God, people. And I really liked them at first. I like them as people. It's like very disappointing. It's annoying.
I meeting her mum.
I loved her mom.
Yeah, she was rich. Like, I don't give a shit about the cameras and about the show. Like, I'm just gonna say it. But meeting her
Yeah.
mum kind of explained a lot about who Marissa is.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't know if I like I think what's bugging me with Marissa is that she's not owning who she is 100%.
Yeah.
As soon
She's like turning.
as
Mhm.
as soon as Ramses went into the whole thing against the war and the military and things like that, I was like, this is who you are. Like being a military, daughter and person. I would not stand for this, and I think I understand where he's coming from. Obviously, we would love a world without violence. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, but we just don't. I live in France where we don't attack. Like Americans, they attack, whereas in France we only
Yeah.
defend. I think it's the same in England, but I'm not sure. But so I grew up with we need people in the military because we will we need to be able to defend ourselves. I understand that it's different in the States, but that doesn't mean you just have to accept it that one is in hand with the other, and things are complicated and it's not all black and white. And as soon as he started saying all of this very, very ignorant
He's very
discourse,
ignorant.
she should have said, I that would have been it for me.
I'm not going to get into the politics of it because it's irrelevant and it makes no difference. And I don't think it's the discussion here. I just felt like because when she was talking to Bowden about it, she seemed proud of it. She was open and honest, and she was like owning it. And then he comes along and makes her feel bad about it. So she has to like second guess herself now. And you know what? I understand that you have different values. It's okay. You're allowed to feel and think whatever you want to. But to make someone else feel bad about who they are, in my book, that makes you even worse. And the way he was like, but as long as it's in your past. I mean, I'm sorry, you immigrated to this country. You are living safe and sound and are able to do so because of because not that I'm justifying a lot of the things, because I don't even understand what the American military does, and I think it's awful some of the things they do, but at the end of the day, you're able to live in peace because of the military. So if you don't like it, I don't know. And to make someone feel bad about doing something so important when there's so many people who lost their lives it just people who gave up everything just to do that, and you're spitting in their face. And especially someone who you're supposed to care about. Sorry, I'm trying not to digress too much.
No, I mean it's speaking to his character, and I think that Marissa is kind of overwhelmed with the whole show of it all, and just they're in the pods for so long, and then they're in this honeymoon stage, and then they get back to reality. And I think everything comes crashing down, and then you start thinking, I don't want to make, and don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. Well, follow and subscribe is the same, share, whatever. And share your thoughts. And by the time all of these episodes we would have posted them, then I think Love is Blind will be over. Or maybe we'll be due for a reunion episode. So let's just see how it all goes.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
Bye everyone.